Welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today I want to talk about the EBT in the grocery store crisis that could occur if the government is still shut down on November the 1st. Now, there have been a lot of threats made towards grocery stores, grocery store employees, even people who shop at the grocery store. So we need to get into this because people are going to need to sit down and make a decision on what they're going to do if we see that the government will still be shut down by November the 1st. If not, and the government opens up, then I'll delete this video. So before we get started, if you guys like these videos that I make, the support links are down below in the description and also the comment section. So I saw this notification on the Unusual Whales page. It says, breaking, the Department of Agriculture has posted a notice on its website that Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program benefits will not be issued on November the 1st amid the government shutdown. It said, bottom line, the well has run dry. All right, so the Department of Agriculture is saying that there's not going to be any food stamps being dispersed as long as the government is shut down. Now, the number of people that this is going to affect, according to this article, government shutdown cut SNAP aid for 42 million Americans. That means a lot of Americans that are on food stamps will not get their benefits in November. Now, from what I understand, most of the benefits are given at the beginning of the month, like the first 10 days or something like that. So in response to this, and this is actually has been ongoing over the past couple of weeks, but if you look, there's a lot of different videos on YouTube. Food stamp crisis, millions plan to steal food if benefits stop. Right? Food stamp crisis, new changes spark nationwide outrage. Food stamp crisis, desperate people say they will steal if benefits stop. Right? No EBT, no food, the fuse is already lit. Food pantries prepare as government shutdown will cause SNAP benefits to end in November. Now, people are just not going to go to the food pantries if their EBT doesn't work. Millions of people plan on stealing. And I have a ton of videos that I've saved on Twitter. And there's a lot of people who say that they are going to steal. And they're actually trying to organize this online. And where they are organizing when they're going to go steal from the grocery stores. All right, now, folks, you understand that 42 million people will not get their benefits. That's a lot of people. And if a lot of people, it doesn't say all of them are going to do this, but even if you have 5 million people going to the grocery stores and stealing, that's going to have a major impact on the grocery stores, in the grocery store supply line. Even if you don't live in an area that are on food stamps, if you look at the map by county, you can see up north in the New York area, you can see over here like Maine and all these states on the tip of the United States. Then you have Florida and the East Coast and the South. You got a little bit in Texas, New Mexico, a little bit in California, Oregon, and Washington. So even if you live in an area where you're not going to be impacted, if millions of people do this, right, and you're going to see the headlines, you're going to see the videos of the grocery stores being empty because people made runs on the grocery store, right, and they were stealing. This could actually lead to grocery stores shutting down, letting only so many people in at a time. It could really depend on the grocery store itself. Walmart is going to be affected. Walmart knows what's going on because Walmart employees have been coming on TikTok and stuff saying, if you come and steal, we're going to call the police on you. So this is something that is real, and this is something that's happening, but it's also a safety issue because, first of all, I have heard people say that they will hurt employees at the store if they try to stop them, right? Or anybody tries to stop them. So even if you're just a regular citizen and you see somebody trying to walk out the store and you try to stop them, they said they're going to hurt people. Some people said they're even going to unalive you, right? Which is crazy because why would you take somebody's life over a shopping basket full of food? And then now you're going to go to prison for the rest of your life, and then you won't really see your children or be a part of their lives. There have been other threats that when people are grocery shopping, when you come out of the store, they're going to steal your groceries, right? And they will hurt you if you do not give up your groceries. So these are people that are receiving EBT benefits now and have been threatening that if you don't give up your groceries, you're going to get hurt. So this is a warning to those that if the government shutdown does go beyond November the 1st, that this could happen if you decide to go to the grocery store and you get robbed, right? And this might actually happen in places where EBT doesn't have a strong presence, right? Because they know if they go in a grocery store, they're going to be on video. It's not like there's 100 people going in the grocery store and stealing at once, like probably will happen in other stores. And then some people are even saying that there's going to be a lot of house burglaries and so on, because when people can't eat, they're going to steal. So what do? They're going to go into people's homes and steal, right? So we are actually on the verge of a crisis here in the United States, folks. And this is not a joke. 42 million Americans, right? So even if you have 5 million Americans go and do this and bum rush all the grocery stores, right? You're going to see the videos of probably even people making videos of themselves going in the store and stealing, right? Because we live in a crazy society. But also, this just goes to show how bad our system has got with EBT. And I have seen videos where there was one lady who gets $10,000 a month in benefits, cash benefits, rent assistance, and EBT food stamps, right? And she's never worked. And it's like, we are in a society that promotes dependency on the government. And it's not just about this too, folks. Several weeks ago, letters went out to some of these people who get benefits and who are able-bodied to work. And you will lose your benefits if you do not work at least 20 hours a week or volunteer 15 hours a week. So that is the stipulation Trump has put on a lot of Americans in this past month. So this is not related to the shutdown, but people have made videos, which I can't show on here because they curse too much. But people are saying they're not going to work, and if they lose their benefits, they're going to steal. So you have people that are talking about that as well. So those letters had went out. And it's crazy to see how people saying that it is the taxpayer responsibility to pay for their children. Now, if you go to work every single day and you pay taxes, you get taxes taken out of your state, you get taxes taken out of your federal, and then you have people that do this. Just let me share this video.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids. Trump done cut no food stamps out.
So you have people like that think that it is the taxpayer's responsibility to pay for their children. This is a problem here in the United States, and this is backwards thinking. Thinking that it's taxpayers' responsibility to pay for your kids. There are tons of videos of people saying these ridiculous things, but it just goes to show that what is going on in this country, in the mindset, in the educational system. What you have just seen politically over the last 8 months since Trump has been in office, they're shooting for 2026. They're going to get all these people that normally don't vote to go out and vote. All these 42 million Americans who are about to lose their benefits could be a weapon in the political voting system in 2026 and in 2028. So people don't understand the impact of what this could happen if we go into a shutdown, because people will remember this and they will make sure to go out and vote. So folks, my suggestion is you watch to see what happens before November the 1st. If we get to Thursday and Friday and there still is no vote to reopen the government, I suggest you get to the grocery store, get all your Thanksgiving needs and whatever else needs that you have for your home. Because even if we go into 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 days of a government shutdown and these people aren't getting their food stamps, yes, people will go out and steal. But when they reopen up the government, and all these people are going to get their SNAP benefits all at once, you're going to see the grocery stores empty, okay, because everybody's going to be going shopping at once. But I really hope this doesn't happen, because if these SNAP benefits don't come through on November the 1st and beyond, you might see the grocery stores empty, and it's going to be harder for grocery stores all over the country, right? Just because things happen in a different area doesn't mean it won't have an effect in your area. because of the grocery supply line. Just something to think about before November the 1st, to sit down, talk with your family, and come up with a plan if the government does not reopen by November the 1st. Because on November the 1st, a lot of people get their food stamps, and they're going to see that they're not getting them. And then the people that receive them on the 2nd or the 3rd or the 4th or the 5th, and then by Monday, you're going to have chaos in the grocery stores. I could just foresee it happening. You know, people's lives could be at risk at this. So that's the other thing you want to think about. Do I want to get some of my shopping out of the way now? And if it doesn't happen, fine. But if it does happen, at least you know you took precautions. I pray this doesn't happen, but you know what? The Democrats love chaos. So anyways, that is all that I have for this today. I thank you guys for listening. God bless.